Let's talk about recording. What do you need to get started?
You really don't need nearly as much as you might think. All you really need is, a microphone and a computer. And most laptops, you're going to be able to plug that mic in, and then that's all you need.
You start being more aware of what you really can do with the technology. And you have to take advantage of that because that's what you have.
Everyone has their favorite gear, and it doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Find out what works best for you.
Yeah, I just used the traditional alegre drum, and also that was in most of the songs. And one particular song I used the caja, and then also at the conga.
LP drums.
I use a tambora from Colombia as a bass drum, and I use a bombo legüero from Argentina as a floor tom. And this is the other recording, the previous one I did with a regular set, and there was always something that was a little off for me. So I'm already a lot happier with this one.
I use the LP that they have this shaker that I discovered. It's like a 3-in-1. It's just like a shaker, it's a guido and a guida all in one. And I love that.
It's played with a flauta de millo. We do it with the trombone, and it sounds really, really interesting.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, what do we have here? How about a little demonstration?
What I think we all love about the flute de millo is that it refuses to conform. It will not conform to Western tonality. It's a sound from another world. But the trombone is in line with Western tonality, and then also it's not a perfect system. It's one of the oldest instruments in the Western community. I have 3 trombones and a baritone horn that I'm going to layer them all on top of each other. And most of the horns are from the 50s and the 60s. With that age of the horns, there's a certain timbre and texture that's very rich, and is some of the modern horns don't have that. They're like science. They're very scientifically streamlined. So everything, you get every note sounding the same, but to me that has to do with gentrification of jazz music. So I kind of prefer the older instruments that have a little more character. It's a lot of vibrato and kind of utterances and vocal ways of playing the horns. Recommended to me was a Strymon delay pedal, so it has a pretty warm delay sound, which I'm quite fond of, and then an octave pedal. But if you hit the octave pedal and some of the pedal effects, it can help to widen the sound.
I got a Roland RD64. I like it because it's 64 keys. It only weighs about 30 pounds, and it's a semi-weighted keyboard.
I've had an extra special setup, a whole playground of keys. I was using like this combo organ, this Yamaha YC30, and I've had the Prophet 6 for a while. The Dave Smith Prophet 6. Dave, where you at? That keyboard is amazing. It's really cool, and I feel like I can get away with a lot with just having that. And you know, it's nice to have little orchestrations and like a long sound setup for a pad or some kind of little sparkle, and then have a shorter sound setup so you don't have to change sounds quickly. The Prophet, I've been writing a lot of sounds that are the part. Like with Los Cumpleaños, I have my own patches that I'm pretty psyched about. I mean, without getting super nerdy, it's fun to do sound design and come up with these patches, and then I just have them all saved right next to each other.
Sennheiser mics.
Oh, Sennheiser mics, QSC speakers.
If you want to get a little bit more of a like full clean sound, then I would recommend going for a condenser microphone, which is like this guy here. But if you don't want to have to invest in like a mixer, you can get USB condenser microphones. The Blue makes a lot of those.
I recently ordered a Blue Snowball microphone. Let's test it out. If you're getting ready to record at home, you're going to want to unplug everything. Fans, electronics, you're going to want to turn off the air conditioning, unplug the fridge, close all of your windows. All of these things can be detected by microphones. Your computer's processor can overheat during a long recording session, and a sensitive microphone will be able to detect the sound of the fan. Shut everything down for a moment and give it a rest. While I finish up recording, Mark's going to check out a local band. Pablo Sanhueza and the KC Latin Jazz All-Stars play Fania-era salsa and mambo with a crisp, clean, contemporary sound. These guys get the dance floor moving, bringing exotic tunes to Kansas City. The percussion is revving like a tight machine, and the horn section is supreme. Be sure to follow bandleader Pablo Sanhueza and his multiple musical projects.